Hello, this is Jared playing Microtopia. Last time I was trying to make a young queen. Wasn't able to do that, but I did figure out how to make this bridge, which I think is going to be very useful. I will say one thing I like about this game is not holding my hand as much as it used to. If it was guiding me with every little step the whole way along, I don't think I would like it. So the challenge level, though, is going up. But as I said, I kind of like that aspect. The other aspect I really like about this game so far is the fact that there are multiple ways of doing things. I really like it when there are many ways to try to solve a problem. The problem last time is I was trying to send copper, which is only available on this little island here, over to my main island. I learned, actually was a little bit surprised, that I'm able to fly that material. So these guys here are able to pick up some copper and that ultimately can be flown. Somehow there's a guy coming in, landing at a landing pad. Oh, I must have disabled it. Okay, I had a system of these guys flying it. But now that I've got a bridge, that's the second way that I can bring stuff over. I think I'm going to start with that. I actually haven't used the bridge to transport anything yet, so we'll start off with that. After that, let's just look at this menu. We've got a new biome unlocked. I've got to figure out how to go through this tech to get through where we need to eventually get a queen. And I need a blue square, which I believe is glass. I have a good feeling that maybe this is the blue meadow, though, or is the blue meadow my starting area? I'm not entirely sure. Still trying to figure this game out. Anyway, that's the plan for today. I'm going to make a plan on the bridge, and then we'll get started. So first action of the day is do a wire transfer. And this is where I think the game lets you get away with too much ease. But I've got these wires. Obviously, I can't pick this up and send this over to this island. That'd be too easy. But one thing it does let you do is dump it right there. While we have that, let me just make sure I have a new storage right here so that these guys don't come full. Okay, so we've got that. Come back over here. Let's take a single ant, or maybe two. Well, I'll start with one. See how that works out. Counter gate going this direction. So we should get there. Take this ant to a null trail. And see if we can go through a process of transferring, doing a wire transfer, like I said. Well, sort of like this. We'll need a hauling line to go from here to here to here. And from here to here to here. Would this do it? I'm not 100%, but I'm thinking it would, and if it does, it's kind of nice. The only thing is, I think that's going to happen is we're going to get more than one. Though that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I assume as soon as this guy goes over and is there, this counter back here is probably going to set down to 0. In fact, we'll be able to see it as soon as this ant starts the transfer. So he's starting to transfer on the bridge. Has that gone to 0? It has not. Maybe it's on the other side of the bridge where that'll happen. So it's still technically counting, or maybe not. Actually, it would be really nice if it didn't. Is that still... Oh, it is. And that guy did not go in. Okay. Actually, I didn't think it was going to do that. That's a big bonus in my mind. Why did you not pick up that, though? Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. We've got a hauling line, right? Why did you... Why can I not... Oh, you're... Technically, it's too late to move this guy. He's technically on the bridge. It's a little annoying. It's also annoying that he didn't pick up anything. Okay, let's up this to 2 so we get more ants to experiment with. This is not going as I had expected. Thought this was going to be the easy part. I thought the hard part was going to control how many ants we had here. What I should do is not let him leave so that we can experiment with this properly. Or can ants not bring material across the bridge? I'd be surprised if that's the case. Not picking that up. Okay, let's move that ant out of the way. Let's try something slightly different. Let's take this, move this like that. Do a hauling line from here to here. Just maybe it was too far. No. Oh, okay. I'm completely confused. I know what it is. I'm just forgetting the dispenser. So we got these piling up here. I didn't actually need to do that. It was same track, but even better because I didn't need to have a separate set of this. But I'm just going to set that to further over. Said further over. Bring in the dispenser. That's right. Put that right there. Set this for that location. And then do a hauling from here to here. Yeah, okay, that's where I screwed up. Okay. And what I'm going to do is take another one of these and just change this to target right there. Okay, so we're going to let that run for a bit. Now, what I'm going to use this for, I'm hoping, is to be able to construct this, which needs, you can already see a single wire. That actually may have been from the flight that I did last episode. So this guy going over. Dropping a wire. And instantly getting that used for construction. I only see one ant. Hold on. Didn't I up the... Okay, second one is coming in. While that's going on, let's maybe clean this up. Just pause it. We get a bunch of ants walking around places that they don't need to anymore. Simplify this a little bit. We also probably need to have another a duplicate one of these. Do a pipette. You know what? Let's just clear the whole thing. Should be using the larger eraser. And let's put in more hauling line between here, 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 and one way back there, going in a circle. Now this is where it's going to be important to do a remove off of that line there. Maybe another one there. And perhaps one right there, where we will put in a new storage. So let's do hauling to this location. And then back. And then after that, we'll want the elder line from here. And connect that like that. And then let's try selecting multiple ants and putting multiple of them on this new trail. Oh, we missed a few ants over here. Okay, so that should allow more scrap collecting. Let's go back over here. These two ants coming over. We've got an excess of wires, which tells me that our building for scraps should be built now. We've got a food issue. These guys, where are these guys coming from? Okay, something to fix. Let's go back to that. Food, not an issue. Oh, I see what's happening. It's not that the system was broken per se. It's just that once this is full, the ants don't have, they won't drop it. Therefore, when they become an elder, They're carrying stuff, and okay, and they're gonna get a bunch of dead ants here. That's a problem I need to fix. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll look at that after this. I just want to look at my recycler building, which I already lost track of. Didn't I build that right down there? Did I not? I completely lost a building. All right. Gonna have to. Did I? I swear I built that right here. And that was a, not the slinger. It was the recycler. What? Okay, did I possibly delete it by mistake and not realize? Let's put that there. We need 5 pieces of wire. So I guess we're still on wire collection. So we got these 2 ants to help out with that. Meanwhile, I've got to figure this out, which there's 1 scrap and food. Maybe, is there a way to put anyone carrying stuff in the recycler? Carry gate. But do you have to specify a particular item? Or I could specify all, I guess one way to do this, I could specify all the different things that I believe they could be carrying. Such a, oh wait, there's an any by default. That's awesome. That's exactly what I want. And if you're carrying something, I guess you're going into the recycler. The recycler's not built yet. Oh, he expired. I might as well to make that a little bit shorter and make that an elder path from there to there so that they can go a little bit quicker. And we need a wire. Final wire transfer, please. Nice. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Not the probably biggest deal, but might as well learn to do this in all cases. Take this and go towards our elder line. Let's just confirm that that works. It should. Nice. Okay, so back over here to our recycler, which still exists this time. Waiting for an ant to recycle. I don't have a clue what this does. Also don't understand why ant can't enter building. Why? Okay, they can't enter this building while they can't carry something. They can't enter this while they're carrying something. How do I force them? Oh, isn't there a trash? Didn't I unlock a trash? Oh, I did. Oh, okay. I guess I should have been doing that. Let's go. Get these guys back on the line. Remove that. Now the trash is for stuff, right? Whoa. Okay, trash didn't work. I'm going to pause here. So I think this is just related to the fact that I'm not on the hauling line, maybe? So to try to minimize the amount of time that they're on the slower track, we'll do this. Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't have that on the track, rather. Because I want these guys going around as fast as possible. So maybe we'll have this at the entrance of either side here. Move this guy over here, but we'll need them to be on the hauling line. So we'll have to briefly cut this down. Given a hauling line from here to here. hauling line from here to here, passing through that green arrow, I think is the key. Here, 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 here. And let's take everyone out in this direction. Select all you guys. Get rid of that, put that back to this type of setup. Okay, so we have our trash. It seems sad to get rid of excess, but if this, that means the storage was originally full, so... Oh, and then we need to return this to there. Okay, let's try the recycler out. Let's just clean that line up. See, we've got scrap. We're getting more wire. We should continue to get that. Let's put in a counter gate here to here. Other line from here to here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. How are you guys back with more food? That's annoying. Okay, so here's the recycler. Putting in an and oh! Ah. Okay, this answers a question. What happens once you run out of all scraps? You can create scraps with this. And then I assume we can get an ant to pick that up and put it in, or can we directly... Oh, actually, just curious. Before we go on, I just need to know. If I built one of these, can I connect this to this guy here? No, we need to actually do an ant to transfer to the stockpile, but okay. All right, well, we're not in a shortage of that. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this. And take that out as well. Nice. Okay, so we fixed up this little area. I learned about the trash can, the recycler. And we've got copper wires transferring. So I thought maybe this would be a clue as to how I'll be able to get the young queen, but apparently not. So I'm going to look through the menu and figure out what to experiment with next. Okay, just saw the problem of what's happening here. We actually need these guys to go from here to here to here. And I'll reroute you here, you here. And let's select these. Whoops. Select these guys. Get them to go over there. Okay, that takes care of that little bug. Oh, I've just noticed something that is active. I've reached a population of 75. So I can click this. This has given me a facility, an upgrade to a workshop that is capable of producing goods that require 2 different types of materials. Required to build the blue square, probably glass. Cool. So we're going to click on that. Reach a population of 100. Actually have done that. And I can build a factory, the largest of the production buildings. It features 3 inputs to accommodate recipes requiring 3 distinct ingredients. Might as well unlock that. The LED required. I don't know what some of those things are, but I've got lots of research points. What down here? A diode required to create. Oh, that's what the inputs are required at the facility. Okay, you can make diodes. Deconstructor accepts goods and deconstructs them into the raw components. That may be interesting. Resin. Down to 480. The small dispenser. An advanced type of dispenser. Pick a material and this dispenser will try to grab it from any suitable stockpile available on the island. So okay. Smart dispenser, not small dispenser. Smart dispenser. Oh, but we don't have the 9 points for that. LED terminal, but I do very much want that at some point. Building comprised of many brightly blinking lights which provide insight into the use of light and color when constructed. Don't know why. We're blocked from going there. We need to collect glass to go down this line. Make a tier 2 inventor ant, feed it energy and gain. Make a tier 2 inventor ant, feed it energy and gain its adventure points. Oh, maybe this is what I need to do next. Okay. Inventor ants then can be combined themselves. And then we want to have one of those fed. Let's try. Can I move everything or is it? No, it's not going to be quite that easy. Maybe it's easier to move everything back. So we'll take this guy here. Actually, try selecting both of them. Nice. Push that little right to there. And I think the way this is going to work is we just put in another one. Okay, it didn't quite work. That's fine. Oh, I did a move, didn't I, instead of a pet. I'm terrible at this. There we go. And we're good enough to build. Let's just take this line here, which might cause a bit of confusion. Just clean that up. Then we'll go from here to here. Oops. Okay. So then my thinking, we'll go from here to here. Here to here. These guys, oh, okay, that's annoying that when you connect this, these guys don't know what to do with it. They really don't. Okay, we have some sort of hole. Okay, there we go. Ant can't enter building, wrong cast. Oh, that's an iron worker. Okay, I thought it was combining these guys. I did not understand that. Okay, so deconstruct this. Let's put this back. Let's move this up. Similar to how I had it before. Oh, now we have ants in the way. Guys, move. I wish ants would just automatically be teleported or just rush to the side when they're in the way rather than they should. My buildings should take priority. The ants, what I'm saying, but apparently that's not how it works. Okay, this is getting frustrating. Moving simple buildings. Come on now. Okay, so we'll put this back into production. Okay, I don't like how it doesn't automatically create the next line. Now let's get these guys to go in this direction. Go from here to here, and here to here. Okay, Now that we got that back online, I'm going to take a quick little break and we'll see if we can feed these guys iron workers instead. Okay, so with some new stuff unlocked, now let's focus on trying to create an iron worker, which I don't think I've created. I've unlocked that before, but I've never created that, and we need this guy to create that. Now, what is the purpose of an iron worker before I go any further? An alternative version of the regular worker that uses iron to form its body. Combine a small worker, okay, so we need a small worker, that's good to know, with iron in an assembler. Rather than fusing two small workers, this approach can significantly boost. Oh, I remember seeing this at the end. Okay, I see. This is a way of using iron to increase population even further. Let's take this building here. See if we can make that right there. Oh, and I no longer want to, I want to make iron workers now. So we're going to have to change this. We've got 288 pieces of iron, so that, I just need to find that. Okay, there, it's over here. Okay, so production of that has been going on. Well, let's see. Take the counter, take a single small ant from here to here to here. And then we'll feed that into this line. Is there a way to get that ant off it? I'd like to get them combined. Okay, so we want to make that here. Don't know what happened to the ant, but okay, there it is. That guy. Okay, they just same thing, but they've got a little bit of iron at the back of them. And these are effectively the same thing as regular ants, except for the fact that they've got this special property where you combine them here, and they've got a different level of inventor ant. Okay. Let's just send you over here so you're out of the way. Waiting for this guy to do its thing. Feel like we could afford to have more, though we don't have a lot of excess. Just add one more to our feeding line there. Is that ant there? The ant that was created with the... Didn't look any different. It didn't enable this. All right, we need another one of these. I think I missed something. Okay, an extra ant going towards our feeding section. Okay, so we've got the production going in. They don't look like they're any different in the output. What is the point? Combining to an inventor ant requires 2 of the iron or 2 regular ants, one or the other. That's what we did. This guy's stepping out. Let's just watch this. Doesn't look any different. I guess it just makes an inventor ant all the same. And we start to feed him. Yet, a tier 2 inventor ant. Okay, so let's read this again. An enhanced version of the inventor ant. It produces a new kind of inventor point that allows you to unlock new nodes in the development tree. Requires inventor ant. Oh, what is that thing next to it? Create it at the combiner. Oh, and that's... I don't have this unlocked. I'm completely getting myself confused. Okay, well, I learned how iron ants work. I think I'm going to shut this down at this point in favor of using our regular ants. Let's just see how this works when I've got, let's see, counter gate going over here. Bring 2 into this. We'll shut this down. Okay, well, if I need to have extra ants and I'm wanting to use up my iron, I know what to do. Let's change this out for just the regular ant to inventor. All right, well, that was that fun experiment, but this leaves me with still not knowing where to go from this game, so I will look around a little bit more and see where we go from here. Okay, so I am not a fan of this next thing. I think I know where to go now. Not particularly liking how I discovered it, but when I click the radar tower, I just quickly look at requires. And I could see it says energy pod 2, and I don't have the ability to make that. I don't think I don't have light bulbs either. I do have wires. But what you can do is hit change. You can reveal blue meadows, and I do have access to energy. So the other thing is the jungle. Concrete. Actually, concrete is also something that I can make. Even if I don't have enough here, I believe. Ooh, okay. All right, well, let's, the blue meadows is a little bit easier. Involves energy and screws. Let's just take this guy. Send that over here. Actually, I think we've got more of an excess of regular workers. So actually, never mind, maybe we'll come back to our regular worker line over here. And we will get 2 dispensers, or maybe we'll actually just start with 1. Okay, so put that right like that. Do a quick hauling triangle, like so. Counter gate from here, probably set that to 2. Maybe even 3. And let's start with the screws, if I can find them. Must be in my industrial area. Okay, there we are. Okay, so we need 25 of those. Okay, that was crazy. I feel like there's got to be a better way of showing this. Anyway. Let's go make sure we're still transferring wires via the bridge. Looks like we are not. Just gonna delete that guy and that guy. Maybe perhaps we're just taking in too many small ants. With an excess of energy, I feel like we should down from 9 to 8 our energy collection sites. There's another one there. That one was 8. We'll make that one a 7. See if that helps a little bit. All right, that's what I thought was going to happen. I know. What do you do with the excess? But we want to change this over to food. We want these three guys to drop their screws or put them in storage. Let's just do... I have multiple. I can get them to drop all at the same time. Cool. And race condition here. Why are you not picking up food? It's too many ants. Okay, let's change this to a 2 then, so they don't get stuck. All right, and we need 50 of those. I think I'm just going to let that run, and I'll be back when we're close to 50. Just a few away. What happens when you have to hit the reveal island button? This guy opens up. What? That's a small island. Is it small? Let me... Yeah, in comparison to the other ones, it is small. Though once you zoom in, it doesn't look super, super small. It's more of the same stuff from what I can see. Except for we've got this thing. An unknown device from a distant past. Repair it with ants and combine to reveal its secrets. Oh, cool. So you can actually do a repair. We need light bulbs to make that happen. Unknown device from a distant past. Repair it. It's an ant launcher. And requires 100 drones. No new material, so it is the same type of island that we're on, the Blue Meadows. Okay, feel like that was the wrong one to unlock. Let's look at the jungle. We need 100 pieces of energy pods for that, and concrete. I'm going to pause it here, and then we'll look at concrete production while this goes on. Okay, so let's now see if we can make more concrete. Just get that guy over there. In order to do that, I believe we needed to go... It's weird these big things don't actually show up when you zoom out, but I already have this set up. We just need to get the special digger ants. Actually, why don't we use this for that? So there's our small digger. We need screws. We need to change this, going to the industrial area. Connect to that base of screws. Let's go back to counter gate right off here. Oh, we've got some stuff in the way. So this will give us more rubble. And that was being sent over here. Oh, we've got ants doing nothing in this line. Did not realize that. Just 2 of them. And we have an excess of regular ants at the moment anyway, so I guess it's not the biggest deal. What are we doing with energy? 72. About to get a report. Okay, so digger ant on the way. Another one, second one on the way. Third one. Might as well get rid of that. What was this? Oh, this was another way of getting scraps back, but I think I like the bridge method a little bit more. Still working. Nice. Let's go over here. So We've got just a single one working in this area. Okay, report done. We've got our energy. Let's transfer to wirings. Let's select 2 of these guys. Get them to go over there. I'm going to get them to empty what they got. I'll put them on that line. So we don't get too many in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. We need to change this out for with screws. Was one no wires. So that was being okay. Actually, this is perfect. So we've been transferring a bunch of wires. Okay, so wire going in there. Concrete, though, we still don't have any of that. These guys working away. And a piece of rubble has landed. Check where this is going. Curious why it's not being picked up. Oh. Okay, concrete. Down, right down there. Single piece of concrete. Nice. We're going to need 100 pieces of that. Let's hope these guys get busy. Where are we with iron? I might see about experimenting. Oh, weird. Okay. All right, so we've got that as a base. While we got some of this production going on, maybe I'll take a quick break, and I'd like to look at blueprints, which is not something I've experimented with yet. Okay, so first of all, just notice that I haven't changed this back over to the regular. That would explain why we're getting too many on one side of this. Oh. Oh, I did a move building, not a... Okay. Do not have the hang of moving buildings just yet. This was going to make these guys. Let's take this. This needs to be changed out to fabric. Oh, and that's reversed. Okay, let's try this again. Iron worker. Oh. Okay. It's very picky. You gotta have the exact type of ant selected and ready to go. Okay, so that way we'll be flying back over, though. We really don't need that anymore, do we? I think we should actually kill that because we're just wasting fabric because we have a bridge. Why am I flying these ants over? I'll let those that are in that line continue on. And let's get back to experimenting here. Actually, before I do that, let's check this, see if that needs to be moved over 39. Okay, we don't have enough small ants. Oh. Oh. Okay, that did not realize. Just get rid of that. Okay, that was wasteful. And I never put any, I think they were probably meant to go this direction. going to make that lower priority. So we'll do that after this. 2, 3 here. Okay, so we've got that. Bringing up our inventor points again. Let's have a view of this. Okay, I like the idea of the grid. Actually, that's probably going to make placing buildings a lot nicer. Oops. And let's try creating, making lines. Oh, nice. Okay, that may help. Let's experiment with blueprint. Blueprint menu and the floor tile selector. Select groups of floor tiles to copy and paste again, including all structures built on top. Does that include the lines? I guess we'll find out. I was to select that. Create a blueprint. Is that its name? It has a random name to start with. Assume this is the description. Hit save. That makes that, you can kind of see it there. So if I were to get rid of this, including this, go to the blueprint menu, hit test, hit place. Oh, it looks like it does. Okay, that I could tell that's going to be very useful. It's an odd concept in the game that you actually need to make the tiles rather than have tiles by default. Anyway, coming back to this, still have our wires. Do we have any 23 pieces of concrete? So we still don't have enough ants here. With so much food, I'm going to bring this down to a 6. And bring that down to a 6 as well. That's another one. Bring this down to a 6. Hopefully that will get more ants over. Okay, and you'll go do copper transfer. Now we don't know how to limit this on the other side of this building. So for now, I'm just going to make this a 0. Now we're getting too many of these guys on this side of things. I'm kind of thinking about doing some work on my tiling system involving refineries to speed up concrete production. Might consider doing that next. So while I wait for some concrete and copper ore or wiring to be transferred over. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to look at building a refinery over here, but I realize there's one thing that I may be missing. I either need to send the flying ants back, or we need to send some of these small ants over here. There's not a lot of copper ore really close. I think I'm going to allow the flying ants to continue on. Connect building to trail. Oh. Okay, I'm going to re-enable this after all. Was that the regular? There must be the regular ants. Because that's the only way we're going to get new copper wiring. It's not just a matter of transfer. You can't transfer something if it's not created to begin with. Okay, we get that running. So the bridge is working. Okay, so let's come back here. Look at our production line. Look at the smelter. Don't know how this should go, but let's just start putting things in. I currently have a setup of 2. Let's try making 4. Looks like... Just trying to see if I can get these any closer, but I guess that's as close as you can get them. Let's do divide. And then a haul from here to here. Here to here to here. Okay, and then we need a return line. That's fine. Just give me a second game. Then we need a place to take the material. So we'd have a hauling line from here to here. And then send that back like that. Okay, and if maybe we'll even have a loading line. Just set kind of ready to go, kind of like that. So that it, oops. We want the first thing that this ant does is to pick up material right there. Okay, so let's go to the blueprint. Oh, it has a version test selector. Select. Oh, it doesn't have to be a like square or rectangle. That's kind of interesting. Duplicate, demolish, create blueprint. Refineries. Hit save. If I ever want to create that again, and can I move? If I do Lord selection. Relocate. Oh, nice. All right, let's put that right there. Let's put in counter gate and use that to put that like that. I don't know. At least 4, but probably even more. Put in 6. And we've got our iron workers now. Oh. Okay, annoyingly, I've got some material there, which I didn't really account for. So I'm going to pause it. This is some of these are probably going to be keys I will want to have constantly mapped. Well, there might be other resources that may become unlocked later on. Interesting. So I'm just going to make that a little bit further away. Any ant that has stuff, just drop it. Go on the line. And hold this. This needs to be set for over here. These guys are getting low. So we'll start populating them again. Okay. Oh. I forgot. That is no good. You need a place. Okay. All right. Clear out, clear out. Let's just take all these ants. Move them out of the way. So before we pick up our material, we need to drop off what we have. Maybe that'll work. So we'll want to load right it in this kind of awkward way, but I think it'll work. That is in the way. Okay, let's try this. Let's try moving this over to there. There we go. This looks better. Let's just put this right on the system from here to here. Okay. And then go from here to here. Take these guys, send them back to that. Ah. You had to go and put that there, didn't you? I can specify concrete dough. What would happen to... Oh, I need to hit done. Need to hit done first. Okay, right, forgot. All right, so that should help speed up our concrete production. Let's go back to our system here. Scraps 58, and you're not pulling any out, which means we've got a problem. We've got ants here, which means I think we just need more. 19 rather pieces of wire. Looks like the production is back. Feel like we don't need any more of these right now. Our scraps is empty. Is that some scrap? Let's take this. So these guys can continue picking up and working in the refinery here. And these guys are walking around pointlessly. So we may run out of copper scraps later on. What I'm going to do a hauling line from here. Down to here and then back again. Put in 2 of those. Let's shut down this line. Let's get these guys to... Oh, might be difficult to walk. Let's get them together. Oh, you don't have to wait to them together. That's nice. I don't know if I can get them to go a shorter way. Clear that out. Put that there. Maybe put 3 on this line, so that can be repopulated in time. Okay, so hopefully that will give us more scraps. Oh, you know what I should do? Since we've got a wire issue, let's change this to the concrete, since we need that anyways. Excellent. All right, and I'll think about what I want to get into while we're waiting for that. While we wait for some production, why don't we just try to optimize this setup a little bit better using our carry gate at this location. Maybe another one right here. think that should be good enough. That will allow us to get more copper. Just curious. That's rubble. In this building here. Okay, we need a glass shard. We're not ready for that just yet. I think we can ignore that island for now. So halfway there, in terms of concrete at least. Production line. Okay, just it's fine. We just need to are we backed up somehow? Let's just watch what happens. This may not be... okay, yeah, this guy's blocked. This is not a great design then. Let's go back to the drawing board on this one. Let's put in our smelter. 2. Three. And 4. Okay, we'll try. We still want to have this system be able to distribute. And we still want hauling from here to here. But maybe where I'm going wrong is these guys need to bounce out of the system, visiting the stockpile. Do that on a hauling line so they drop this off when they get there. Then you need to get the input from the dispenser. That right there, so we can get room for the null line going in. Hauling from here to here. Just not sure if that's going to visit. I think, yeah, lit up. That looks good. No line that connects into that. Now I guess I get to find out how to replace something. A template. Create. I just call it the same same name. That shouldn't have been refineries, actually. That should have been smelters. And if I want to delete this one, I just hit that button. Okay. Let's then shut down this system, which is not working that great. Delete. Yep, that works. And then let's take... Okay, actually, let's do this differently. Let's delete this as well. Can I do that with blueprints? Oh, nice. And back over here. Blueprint for smelters. Boom. Get all our ants to re-enter. We'll see if this works any better. So this needs to be our input. What's the smelter for that? Okay, this is looking more promising. I like that a lot more. Okay, so we've got a little team lined up. Probably more than we need. Okay, so now I've got a system for 4 smelters. Let's go try and replace one of these setups. Actually, this kind of seems efficient enough. I'm thinking about changing this out to get the small ants to come over here. Maybe, or maybe I should hold off. Because maybe that's something better to do once I get the ability to get a queen, which is not going to be today. Young queen. Which I'm assuming is going to be a version smaller than this, but maybe not permanent. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. 77 pieces of concrete. Oh. Because I deleted that. Need to go find that system so we can actually deliver that again. 39 pieces of wire. Okay, I think for today, I'm just going to let these ants here crank out the last little pieces of concrete and wire. We'll see what that does, and I may call it a day. Okay, we've got this down. I'm going to try a new gate for this, which was stockpile gate. So let me assign that to here. If stockpile contains less than 30, let's do 30. Then let these guys go in. May not want like a crazy amount. What if we did counter gate width? Can we chain these together? Does that make sense? In the stockpile. I don't know. Let's just keep it simple for now. Let's do just this, and I'll try chaining another time. Okay, it's back to that. In fact, I feel like the answer is 1. It's less than 1. Then let ants in this direction. Here's the concern I have. Yeah. I don't want to like flood it either. Okay, you guys can go back to that line. How to do this? Because I don't want a single ant here just waiting forever. If I put the counter gate first. What if I did this gate first and then the counter gate? The counter gate would be set at 1. Null trail to there. Would that make sense? Oh, and we need to sign this again. So we get a true, but no. Oh, yeah. The second one stopped them. That's exactly what I want. Okay, nice. Nice. That's going to reestablish or refill up this line because we're running out of rubble. Though that's not the only place concrete exists. Just occurred to me. We also have our old refinery. or smelter. Sitting right there. And this will give us our last little bit of concrete. Okay, let me just pause it so I can go change this to our wire, which is sitting right there. And you had to go grab an extra, didn't you? And we got a traffic jam. We do not like it. Really small triangle. It's not going to work well. We've got an excess of regular ants. Oh. Why would I not do this? I assume the recycler can take regular ants as well, small ants. Why would I not do this? Putting an elder gate right there. Might as well make that elder trail. So if some of these ants just become too old, we can at least get some metal back. Scrap metal. Check out if this works. Yep, you're going into the mix. Now, do you get a different material for the regular ant? No, I'm assuming it's just scrap. Okay. Though I learned earlier that that doesn't actually get that used. So let's put a hauling line from here. Let's just bring this in a little bit closer. Do a hauling line from here to here and then back. And let's put in a similar setup, which was looking for the stockpile. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Because it's this, unless we can read that. I doubt we can, but let's just check. So if I click this, can I assign that as, I cannot. Okay, that's fine. This is actually one of the lower priority things, which is all right in my mind. I mean, we have an excess of regular ants. We'll get our counter gate going out this way. And into that. So we should be getting someone picking up scraps. Now the only other thing is we've got spots like this, which we're not using. The elder gates. So let's change that. Probably gonna have to have a trash. Okay, so now there's, I see a point of getting the elder line for the regular ants. This is interesting. Let's just put this right there. Let's get a trash in front of that trash can. Let's put in the hauling line going across the trash. There we are. Ability to create scraps from ants. Let's come back to this. Oh, and we've done it. Okay, so I'm going to just delete that for now. Get these guys to drop what they have. Oh, and let's shut that down. Grab this guy, get them to go over here, drop what they have. And we will end today by revealing this new island. I'm going to take a minute to look around, but next episode will be about getting over there. I'm hoping there's glass. Workers on this trail will mine from harder deposits. Interesting. That's the mining trail. Static jungle. Find a static jungle. Okay, let's zoom in. Whoa. Whoa. This looks intense. This looks intense. Computer bits. We've got glass shards. Scrap gold. There's copper. Okay, so there's more material in that guy. What's this? This is just fiber. I really wish you could zoom in and see, or like zoom out and see more detail. So glass shards. We'll be able to get our glass, I suspect. That wasn't the blue cube, though. I thought the glass was going to be the blue cube, so that was a little bit confusing. Where is it? How far is a bridge possible? Yeah, I think a bridge is possible. So that may be one thing we do is build a bridge rather than flying these guys over. But anyways, that is going to be a next time thing. Let me just hit complete on this. So that does that. Click on there. What about this? Just curious if there's anything that has opened. If not, I guess I'll figure that out next time. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you another time.